Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Pocket Captain's Place Pixel Starships, the Bonehead Edition. That's right, it's the Bonehead Edition. And the award for Bonehead goes to me! That's right, I'm the biggest bonehead on the planet. Because while I go on, and I mean it sincerely, about the importance of crew, the battles are won or lost not by the ship itself, but by the crew. They are the most important thing. So what do? I fight these battles with 3 or 4 of my fingers tied behind my back. And they're not unimportant fingers. They're my favorite fingers. They're the fingers I use for scratching. That's what I'll do right now. So I'm a blockhead because I totally missed upgrading the bedrooms. Doesn't even cost that much. How much of a dim bulb am I for missing this one? I could have had an extra crewman this whole time, and I've been fighting battles shorthanded. I've even got 2 guys on standby. I've been sending them out to help out the fleet, which, by the way, I can't send my captain. That's just wrong. I can't remember what he even has. I think he's got the rush command. I could send her. She's another killer. Or ultra dismantle. He'd be fun on an enemy ship. I'm not sure what this little guy does. We can figure it out later. Medic. He's handy. I got guys I could put on the ship, and I totally boned this one. So I get the Bonehead Award. Yay! Congratulations. Wait a minute. Let me take a little drink here. That's me drinking my humility here down. I can't eat humble pie. I didn't bring any. So I'm going to have some humble drink. Now, who doesn't get the Bonehead Award? There are people who get excellence awards. That is the opposite of the Bonehead Award, the opposite of me, and that is Smoothie Drink. Smoothie Drink, you made comments. Thank you. Thank you for saving me from my own numbskullery. Well played. You pointed it out. Good for you. And the other person who's been helping it a lot is Veinetooth. Do you think I could remember that name? An important person because he's a contributor. He helps out. He gives good advice. I follow his advice. Veinetooth, you need credit. You're doing some great work too. Thank you so much for your comments on the show, because I'm benefiting, and because I'm sharing it with everybody, everybody benefits from your wisdom. Very good, both of you, for being smarter than the average me. So, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to wait for those bedrooms to pop up. But then I've had this hypothesis. We're working on, basically the ship is, I thought it was pretty much done, by the way. I had it mostly leveled up. You know, the lab's gone. I got a shield on there just for yucks. In fact, I'm going to work on that AI on that for a sec while we're talking. Let's remove this thing. Put it in AI. So, I mean, I think it was Veinetooth that said, yeah, you're going to have your shield on, but you don't have to power it up. Right on. He's absolutely correct on that. Where is... It's probably inside the jet blast, isn't it? There it is. Set maximum power. See, I don't need that. I don't need either of these. Gone. Gone. And I have a feeling power command is missing. Okay. Fine. No condition. Action. It wants me to set something. If I set minimum power, it will actually power itself down slowly. If I decrease by 1, it'll slowly power itself down. If I set minimum, it'll turn itself off. I'll just increase power by 1. We'll do it slow. Let it build up. You can go bye-bye. I just want this one. Increase power by 1. There you go. That'll do it. Doesn't matter if it gets powered up or not, but we do have some interesting ideas for the shield rooms. We're not going to lose it tonight because we're going to explore something. Now, this ship here, other than the Bonehead play, is pretty well done. I mean, the missile rooms are not updated yet. I'm aware of that. It's 160 gas points. I could probably just go ahead and do that. But for the most part, I mean, updated. I was going to leisurely get around to this one. I think they're all updated. Yep, pretty much. The elevators, turbo shafts, if you're a Star Trekian. The armor, we've been doing pretty disciplined. The anti-aircraft gun, I think it's all good. Yep, everybody's all good. And when it comes, especially for me, I don't know if it's everybody. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm an oddball. But the ships get to be kind of precious after a while. And you're like, my precious. And I have to admit, other than the Bonehead move, I'm going to keep coming back to that because I deserve it. I'm actually pretty good at designing the ships. I'm actually pretty good at doing the AI. I'm actually pretty good at the layout. I'm actually, pretty careful, pretty smart about the whole thing. And I build competent ships that do better than average. But that's actually kind of very safe, isn't it? It doesn't really push any bounds. What if we try pushing some bounds? Let's take you guys and put you into a completely neutral room for a minute. You're my stars. I could figure out how to put you back if I had to. I've got this recording. But what if we did something a little bananas? What if we said this? This idea came from something we ran across lately where people were purposely losing games. I think I've encountered a few people who've attacked my ship and very politely bailed out at the last minute and given me gas. But I think they're losing games. And the reason is, now Eric's theory is, they're going down the ranks because they want to go to a lower rank where they can get stars. I might leave that there for a minute. No, let's remove it. My teleporter's gone, remember that. So, where's my missions? Here's my missions. They're going down because I'm in Platinum League right now. Now, my other ship is in Diamond League. Let me tell you, the air's pretty thin up there. I'm not finding anybody with gas except for the same poor guy I keep picking on. I'm feeling really bad. His ship is kind of purpley pink. It begins with an S. I can't remember what it is. And if you're out there listening to this, I am so sorry I pick on you. The captain's name is Tolfer. That's the name of my level 7 ship. And I'm picking on you. I really am. But not because I hate you. Not because I don't like you. It's because you're the only guy who ever shows up with any gas for me to hit. And I'm now beginning to feel like a real schmuck because I keep hitting you and you don't deserve it. I am not a bully. It's not my nature. But I feel like one. So the question we're asking ourselves is, well, what's the benefit of losing on purpose? Taking on ships for the purpose of losing, getting beat up. We're seeing ships now where the AI has been removed from these guys. They just stand there like a bunch of lemmings and I take them out. So we're looking at stripped down ships. Let's look at this. Bye-bye. Yeah, throw away those planes. That's just crazy talk, I know. Let's get rid of this. Remove it. Yeah, I can always get those missiles back. What's the big deal? I'll earn them back if I have to. Remove all this stuff. What can I do with a completely stripped down ship? Now you're saying, well, wait a minute. Bonehead, are you actually trying to lose? That's how we started. We were talking about that. But that's not my nature to lose. I can't stand losing. I might consider what would happen for the diamond ship. But what would happen? We've also been encountering little ships with hardly anything on them. And you think, what a bunch of losers. But in actual fact, they're tough little tanks. And we've been wondering to ourselves, can I build a tank? I mean, this is an MMO game. And if anybody plays a lot of MMO games, you always end up with the same, tank and spank philosophy. There's usually a healer. There's usually a DPS, one short, one close up, one range. It's damage per second. And then there's a tank, the guy who's in there whose job is to take the hits. What if I don't add all this fancy stuff? What if I go in with a stripped down ship? I mean, I'd always wanted to do, what would happen if I just had a miner? And I like the idea of the miner. But what if I put everybody in the middle here with the expressed intention of having armor? As much armor, excuse me for removing you for a minute, as much armor as humanly possible on everything. Now these things are always armored up. I don't think I have any more armor I can buy. We'll go to defense. Is there any more armor out there? There is armor I can buy. See, I could armor up. That's the philosophy. Now these other rooms, they don't matter. They don't really matter at all, so I don't need to worry about them. The rest of the space will be used to put gas extractors in because I'm not even sure this thing's going to work. So we build a ship with the intent purpose of taking the pounding of a lifetime. Let's remove these elevators for a minute. It's going to take hits because it isn't going to be heavily armed. We're not going to put... Oh, hello. Thank you. I need that to replace some of the craziness I did with these beacons. Which, by the way, may have been working because I haven't been attacked that much lately. The painting, still not sure about the painting. But we put on something very, very simple. I was reading the other day, or actually today to be honest with you, about somebody did a study and said unmanned, they put 2 plasmas and 2 laser cannons on a ship, and he found out that they do as much damage unmanned as 2 laser cannons when they're manned. So what if we go pared down to just 2 laser cannons and we make certain they're manned? Then there was a great debate about whether or not bolter, well, they said turrets. But back in my day, it was a bolter. So I'm going to think about where I'm going to put this thing here. What about the idea of putting on bolters? Actually, maybe I'll put the reactors in the middle. Like this. Yes. We put armor on the top and the bottom. I'm slaughtering my darlings here. You notice that. I'm not taking care of these guys anymore. I'm just going in and just pulling the bloody things apart. I love the ship. I love the design. I can go back to it. But what if we just slaughter the snot out of this thing? For now, you go away. You're my way. Because I want to keep you somewhere, because I do have to train crew. But I want to try to put my heavier stuff on one level so they can run around and repair. In fact, I want the anti-aircraft gun right in the middle of things because they're always hitting that thing. And I love this thing. It's the central part of my defense. The other benefit to this design is it packs the crew in one level. They can literally run around and fix everything. And to some extent, they're going to take the hits, but they're all together. And the security door, get out of the way for the moment. The shield is not going anywhere. I don't want to lose it. I want it there, but it's going to change its philosophy too. It's there to be my timer. I don't want it for defense. It's going to be my firing timer. The philosophy being that if it's at full power, pick a target. But once, and it'll have a list of targets it'll choose from, like anti-aircraft gun is one of my favorites. The security door is another one, although I'm not going to bring a teleporter anymore. I may or may not. I haven't decided yet. But the point being that, but once the shield is no longer 100%, in other words, they start hitting it, whatever target you pick, that's it, and it stays on that target. It concentrates. So we will go down the list real quickly. See, I don't want this thing going down the list, then to the next item, then the next one, and it never gets to hull. It keeps firing on the same guys. What if we use this thing as a timer? We put that up there. Now, what other toys can I choose from? Well, I got a bolter. That could be fun. Because these fighters, they take up a lot of gas. Lab's done. The Academy has a place in my heart. I want to bring it back. Missiles take up gas. What if we go El Cheapo? Bolter. And I think if I go to the store, weapons, a second bolter. Now, there was some debate about whether or not they do any good at all, but I'm kind of agreeing with one guy who said, but if the two of them are firing, that's actually not bad. Two of them firing isn't too bad at all. Now, this is throwing my gym out of whack. I want the gym, so let's get rid of this. I may or may not need a security door, but I think I do. I would like to limit the travel. If somebody boards, I do want to make it a little uncomfortable. Then if I put this in like this, I want to bring in an elevator because the shield room is still a vulnerable spot. It still might need fixing. But then how do I get this in? Do I put one of the bolters upstairs? Because I'm pretty sure I want both an elevator and security door to act as a limiting factor. Say between these guys. You want my anti-aircraft gun? Good, but you don't get my reactors. You want my reactors? You don't get my anti-aircraft gun. Half the ship is going to be firing no matter what. The bolters are just for giggles. I don't need this on the same row as that. This is supposed to be the combat row. But he's going to mess up my shielding. So I got to bring him down where he isn't going to mess up the shields anymore. I can't just drop them for the moment. Here, excuse me for a moment here. Put this here. It's like, you ever play those games, those tile games when you were a kid where you had to move the tiles around to get the picture to reform? That's what we're doing here. That's actually not too bad. That's actually not too bad. See, I don't care about the shield itself unless it's going to just, you know, taking out the shield is going to take out my ship. So it doesn't have to be right there. But then I really wanted to get armor. This is part of the puzzle. You see, how do I get armor on both sides of this thing, especially with the anti-aircraft gun? So the shield's in a bad spot for me that way. I want armor everywhere, including this bloody thing, because they're always hitting it. So, realistically, if down here, there's another row that's going to get the benefit of the armor, but they don't get any. It doesn't help them. Oh, thanks for the buck. So maybe instead of going up, I should go down. Yeah. Yep. Should consider that. Let's put this up here. Shield down. And then like that. See, I can't reach with an elevator here. I wish I could put it in the front. Jim, get out of the way. So that goes up. I want to bring these down too. Again, we have a spacing issue. So I'm trying to design something I can be a little tanky with lots of armor here and there on both levels. See, there's armor up here and down here. There's an opportunity to double roll the armor. But then, oh, I know. This goes down and this goes up. There we are. This comes down and there's not enough room. Wish I could move this. There is some minerals in there I don't want to get rid of. I can't just get rid of them. That would make me feel really bad. Or should I? Just get rid of it? Yeah, you're in my way. Get out of my way. I lost a few minerals. No big deal. I'll make them back later. This is crazy time. I'm just doing something crazy here. I'm experimenting. Sometimes it's fun just to break the system and say, hey, can I try something wild and crazy and make it, whatever I do next, better? The gym will definitely have to be down here, but if the elevators are the back half of this thing, like right here, then these have to be lined up with the back end. We in agreement? Can't hear you guys out there, but I'm thinking you got to be agreeing with me on this. Like this. Move everybody up. Move everybody up. I'm not going to give up that warehouse, that's for sure. Move everybody up. Move everybody up. I feel like, what's the name of that singers? It was with the Eagles. Gotta get them up. Gotta keep them down. Gotta kick them up. Kick them when they're down. Kick them when they're up. Kick them when they're down. That's what it is. Don Henley. Feels like a Don Henley song right now. Kick them when they're up. Kick them when they're down. Okay, so we've got an elevator here. A junk warehouse down there. Nobody really cares. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's all right. I'm losing some space up on top of these guys, though, and I can't afford that. So now I got the anti-aircraft gun doubled because they're always hitting that. And it hurts a lot. There's a loss of 2 space here. I could put an armor. That could work. This is going to be all elevator. I got room for a gas extractor there and a gas extractor here. We're going for minimalism. The shield I don't care about. The gym I could care less about. It's just a matter of being able to get back up where you need to in battle stations. Let's try putting an elevator back in. See what this thing looks like, this monster we're building. Doesn't have to go all the way to the top, because I can put an armor plate up there, like that. Bonus armor between these two. Unfortunately, the bedroom gets it. It doesn't help the bedroom at all. You know what I'd love to put as a bridge and have that automated robot go around and gather up all the resources for me. I haven't tried it yet. I want to know if that's any good. If anybody else has tried it and they have some comments to give, please do. That space is filled with something useful. Intimidation. So, reactors need this extra armor? You bet. Boom. Guns need the extra armor? Yep. See, now my problem is I just don't have enough armor to go around. I'd maybe spread too thinly. Here, you go here. I want the anti-aircraft guns covered. Can't cover everything, though, can I? Defense. Give me more armor. Buy it. I'm gonna have a little problem. I'm gonna run out of money. That's okay. I'll make up more. Defense. Armor. Buy it. Yeah. Where are we gonna put you? So they got room for extra armor top and bottom. I don't have the armor to put it. Oh, I have some armor up here lying around doing nothing. Time it went to good use. Anything I can double down on. I can double down on the shields and the guns. Maybe these guns aren't the best choice for below. Maybe there's something else I could put down there. But I don't care as much about these guns. It's like this one here. They're kind of like bonus guns. These are the ones I do care about. And yet I'm armoring up these ones. There's an interesting question. I don't want to armor up those. I want to armor up the best guns. More armor. I got to think about that. My conscience is telling I don't want anything here. Because, yeah, you know what? I'm armoring up the wrong guns. These guys should be up here. But then it kind of messes with my spacing, doesn't it? I have a bit of space. I can move this one over here. Like that. Move that there. Go. Okay, you're coming down here now. Oops. But then they're on two different rows, and I don't want them on different rows. I want them to cover these. So I want them armored, but I want them covered, and I'm wasting armor on some other nonsense. Yeah, it needs polish, doesn't it? They're not getting as armored, but they are on a single row, which is beneficial. Yeah, store, defense. Give me some more of this good armor. I know you're going with the shield room, because I'm not an idiot. Oops. Shield room, not the training room. Right there. So let's see. We got some here. We could put another gas extractor. Let's drop some gas extractors in. Put one in here. Gas extractor, you're saying? Well, that's just crazy talk. Why would you do that? Well, great question. Why am I doing that? It's because I'm finding that I'm not getting gas fast enough going after these guys. It's not just because I work. That's true. I do have a job, but it's getting harder and harder to find. Okay, that's good. So I got a security door. Doesn't need upgrading. That's good. Oh, wait a minute. I dropped a gas mineral room, didn't I? That's got to come back. I can't just be dropping these gas extractors in higgledy-piggledy. I need room for my mineral room. I just dropped it temporarily. Well, that's a screw up. Yeah. It's not as easy as I thought reducing. I thought if I reduced and minimalized, I'd have a lot more room for armor. Well, I got room for the armor, but I don't have the armor to fill the room. And I'm armoring up on the wrong things. Like this thing's, well, this reactor is toughed up considerably. But then so is this gas chamber. And it doesn't even matter that much. Warehouse. Up here. Back there. Let's head downstairs. And we're going to grab ourselves. Where'd I put it? Where are you hiring? Miss. There we go. There. It's back. Hooray! I was hoping for another gas extractor. Possibly the mining ship is a better configuration for this type of idea than I have here. Let me try. I want the gas chamber in the front. If I didn't think they would target the shield room, I'd put it in the front. Well, this is just a first draft. I'm not even sure this is helping. It's covering this one. He's got two. He's got two. It helps the reactor. This one's like 4 times the thing on it. This one's, but these guys here don't have a lot in the way of armored up, do they? Oh, thanks for the money. It's just an idea. It's a sketch. It's the beginnings of an idea. Lots of wasted space, though. I grant you that. Not ideal for the wasted space. Maybe if I put him up, of course I can fit more things in. It's so easy for me just to slide him up and then ta-da, I got all the gas extractors I need. He gets covered by this. He gets covered by that. But then he's no longer lined up for repairs. If that's attacked, nobody can run down the hall and fix it. So, let's put these guys in their rooms. Now, from now on, we're going to concentrate more heavily on the weapons. That's our main thing. Anything down here I've forgotten that I can't live without? Bridge, missile rooms. I haven't got missile rooms anymore. No engines. I would love to put engines in for defense. Now, these reactors, they just have to keep the missile rooms and the 2 bolters going. I grant you, 1 bolter needs some serious upgrades. I'll do it now. 4 minutes, I can afford that. Let's see. Let's look at, now this is really going to hurt because I'm going to go in and rip their AI to pieces. Excuse me, shield room, you can pop out for just a minute. Let's put the command room back in. There are new goals in life. This space here really bothers me though. What a waste. If I bring all these down though, I'm wasting all this armoring up I've done. I don't know. It's a sketch. I might go back into the way it was. I've got it recorded. But let's go ahead and look at... Now, some of you guys are no longer teleporters, so you don't have to worry about teleporting. Or, now the reactor room is good. If your lasers are less than 50%, that's important. Actually, I'm going to go... If your lasers are less than 100. Okay. Because you really don't have that much to deal with now. You have lasers and... I want you to bounce around. Missile rooms don't exist. Any room, okay. Yeah, I've got that one covered. Security, reactor, laser. Stay in the laser room as long as your hit points are over 50%. Then go fix any old room and just hang out in your laser room. Copy that. Let's try for cheap and easy, dropping that onto everybody. Their new job is to keep these rooms. This is a prototype, so I'm going to go cheap and easy here. Yep, you're not beaming over anymore. Mine little general. I've replaced you because you're ultra dismantle. Who cares? King Salamander, thanks for the Starbuck. Not you. This, of course, be more fun when the other crew show up and I have a denser ship, more populated. This could be a very, very densely populated ship. The thing is now that all my guys are not starting in the reactor rooms anymore. They're starting over here. I might put you in here. Actually, when I get 2 new guys, I might just... One of them could be the medic, and I could leave him in this room just to heal himself and everybody else because that bloody thing keeps getting attacked. I'm hoping it lasts a lot longer now because it's a favorite for the enemies. Now, I know there's going to be a longer episode, but we're trying something very, very new. And I'm hoping I get your feedback from this. I might actually just... No, I can't bring him down anyway. There's no room. So, taking advantage of the bedroom conundrum. So I could put that up there, but that's only 2. You couldn't reach it with... There's no elevator. Yeah, that's about as good as it's going to get for the moment until I stare at it. When I stare at these, sometimes new ideas pop into my head. I really was hoping for another gas room. But I don't see... I mean, I could do it, but it would mess up this formation. And I want to see if this formation is efficient. Unfortunately, there is a moment, though, when they have to travel across the elevator here. And I'm not sure I like that. I like this. I like this in the middle. So they can all get at it. Wait a minute. Security room. Yep, they've all got the security room logic. They'll all fix it on a priority basis. So beam overs might be a bit tricky for the bad guys. Okay. So, who wants to see what will happen if we try this craziness out? He's going to run over to the laser room anyway, so I might as well leave him there. They're going to immediately throw all their firepower. And let's put the shield back in. Now, I said I was going to use this as a timer. This is a prototype. The idea being, though, that these rooms are going to get a slightly different AI. So let's put that in right now. I forgot about that. I knew I was missing something while I was being so impressed with my own thinking. Set to maximum power. No. Increase power by 1. New command. Enemy ship, anti-aircraft gun. Enemy ship, anti-aircraft gun. We're going to concentrate fire on that. Greater than 0. Action. Target condition room. Okay. Okay. Come on. Okay. Sorry about that. I allowed myself to be distracted. Okay. I can't resist. The dollar's going to float right there. I got to go get it. So, enemy aircraft, hit it. But we want to put in a condition, though. Yeah, slightly different. Sorry, slightly different. I'm experimenting. So let's see. Your shields is the condition. Sorry. Your shields. Your shields. Your ship has full shield. That's the one. Action. Target enemy anti-aircraft room. Okay. Okay, that's the one I want. If my ship has a full shield, target it. As soon as my shields go down, I'm locked onto that one. New command. Your ship has full shield. Now, what if they don't have one of those? Let's target the enemy security room. Except, I'm not beaming anybody over, but it is small. And the point of this is, I don't need to hit the anti-aircraft room. But it's small. Okay. Okay. Let's try another one, because they don't have one of those. Your ship has full shield. Engage. Now, let's go and hit something they probably do have. Target enemy reactors. I could do target enemy random room. That could be just funny. Because they'll lock onto it and they'll stay on that room. As long as my shields are down. But let's be specific. Okay. Okay. Now technically, as long as my ship has a full shield, they're going to pick one room. But as soon as they start doing damage to my shields, I'm locked onto that like a bulldog. And I'm not going to go bouncing around. So let's see if this works. Copied. AI. Paste. From now on, bolters. Even you sad bolter. Paste. AI. Paste. So I'm trying several experiments here. A little bit of specificity. Oh, I'd love to upgrade you, but I bet you take more time than 45 minutes. See, I don't want anybody to wait for 45 minutes. We want to see how badly I'm going to get beat with this idea. But you can bet I'm going to level these guys up to find out what happens. Now, of course, this presupposes that I have a shield. That's my timer. When the shield is struck, I'm locked onto my target and I go for it. This is great for Starbucks tonight because I need them. That's the truth. I really need them. So let's go pick a fight with somebody at my level. I really feel bad about those bedrooms because then I could really pack these rooms with people. So, mission. I know. Hey, you know what? Let's do a test one. Let's go to Capitan Star. Work out any bugs. That's what those missions are for as far as I'm concerned. Give me a ship, not a ground crew. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, fine. We'll pull off one of these real quick. My guys are very efficient. Wait. What's this? Yep. What was that for? Okay, U3, start. Let's just do a quick one. Here's some logic for, I don't know if I explained it. The guy in the middle, if there's three, middle, top, bottom. That's the order they are. The strongest one of those three will get the shielding. So he's going to get the shielding. Let's wear it down. Attack. Now, at this point, he's going to bubble up with a shield. But then when it's his turn, because he's stronger, he's going to replace him. And he's not going to do it. Nobody's going to shoot at me. So I could use this turn to charge up both my killer guys. This is a critical hit. And the middle guy is a poison gas, multiple hit. Now, he can charge up. He did his part. I'm not going to use my crit. I'm just going to attack. Because I got a multi right here in the middle. Ability, multiple. Oh, I don't believe he survived it. I gotta level this guy's ability up a bit. Sorry about that. Usually it works perfectly. Not this time. Attack. He'll bubble up again. Bubble up the middle, bubble up the outside. Works better when he's at full power. Oh, you're going to attack this one because I know you're weaker. The weaker, and now he's stronger, so he replaces him. Attack. This time middle guy will have no trouble. Kill them all. Oh, I hit the wrong guy. I'm embarrassed now. Doesn't matter. I've got her for a critical hit for him. I wasn't paying attention. Good. Thanks for the gas. Yada, yada, yada. That's all great. I haven't done this yet because it costs money. I've looked at it to join. $5. Is that $5 a month? $5 ever? If it's $5 ever, maybe. Is that their money model? It's not a bad one. Certainly not unfair. Okay. Mission. Come on, give me one with a ship now, not another crew. Crew's where you get the gas. Oh, for crying out loud. Normally I love it. It's like, give me more crew missions and I'll get more gas. Sorry, we are going for an extra long one tonight, but I'm indulgent. Let's do this one right and get through it quickly. Charge. Just takes 2 guys to take him down. 1. 2. He's 3.0. I know he'll do it. Oh, there's 6.0. That's pretty heavy duty firepower. I don't want to take him out completely. Attack him. They're too powerful. They're not all... Their crits aren't all set up. Charge. Weak. Not so weak. Let's wear them down. Make sure my poison gas works. Charge her up. I hate that he's always last. That's because I haven't trained his dexterity enough. His stamina. Sorry, they call it stamina in this particular game. Oh, ability. Pop him. Like a grape. Okay. More gas for me. Yay. More chances to upgrade. I'm making those minerals back. I wasn't too worried about that. Now can I have a ship to attack, please? Yay! Let's see how the ship does. Let's see how this little tank will do. I'm going to stand back. I'm going to try not to fiddle with it. Oh, I'm going to zoom in. Okay, boyos. Now, normally I have a guy beaming over. It's interesting. 3 shields. Ordinarily I have a guy who'd beam over and fight. But maybe what I should be doing is attacking the shield. Now, they're not doing badly. In fact, they're actually firing pretty heavy duty. They're going right in there. Now, they're running down there fixing that useless old thing. But those hits are coming pretty hard and heavy. They were right about having the guys in the missile in the laser room. It fires more often. I got a lot more stuff here, so it's harder for them to knock my power grid down too. I didn't have to worry about the shield room. I think I'm going to add it though. I definitely think I'm going to add it over the missile room. Well, that was fun. And I think they might actually start rotating now, because I do have... Okay, so point taken, we're going to add the shield room to the mix. And remove that. Put the command center back in. That's the tweak. I like to do those for tweaking. Let's go into here. AI. New command. Wait a minute. Can I see that command again, please? Your... Wait a minute. Your ship has full okay, target enemy missile rooms. No, sorry. Full shield, full shield. Okay. Yeah, so I did make some kind of a boo-boo. Your ship has full shield. Action. Target enemy shields. Okay, that would be my preference over everything else. Makes my beams more effective. Keeps those things down. That goes above reactors. reactors is the last ditch. So we're going to copy this. I think that first one got somehow messed up. AI. Paste. Yep. AI. Paste. AI. Paste. That's better. Okay, let's remove this again. Put my timer back on. So let's try a real ship now. Now I know I'm under-equipped. I'm underpowered. It's not a surprise here. And I probably shouldn't do it because I should save this gas to level up some of these guys, or even better yet, one of these guys who are waiting in the off. I'm going to bring my captain back on, I think. I think he's got the rush command. I could use that. But let's go pick a fight with somebody we can't beat because my ship's not ready. Or maybe it is. Those beams were firing a lot more efficiently than I normally do. Let's find somebody with gas. Let's keep looking. Let's see if our tank formation... Nah, it's not worth it. He's nothing. If I can't find anybody with gas, I'll pick a Baron, but... Baron lower. Oh! Poor lower. The Cetrobaga. Don't know that one. Looks like an impressive ship. Let's go pick a fight. He's a class 7, I can tell by the hole here. We're just gonna let him go. See what happens. What are they targeting? So far they haven't got to the ship. They're targeting the anti-aircraft gun. Okay, now what's going on my ship? Shields are gone. That's fine. Why aren't they repairing the guns? They are repairing the guns. And they're holding the missile room. They're hitting my shield room. And they're letting them take it down. Repairing it only when they have to. That's fine by me. Meanwhile, their anti-aircraft gun is taking a pounding. I kind of almost wish they'd hit the shields instead of the anti-aircraft gun. I might put the shields higher. But they're not doing badly, considering I'm underpowered. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. And the crew survived. That wasn't too bad. We bring up the bolters. I'm not even sure if this one's up to date. It's not even up to date. We bring the bolters up to speed. My problem is they like hitting the bolter and they were on a different level. And so there was elevator time. And elevator time is a waste of time. So if I switch these two, it's not as far to go. We clearly have some tweaking to do. I have some thinking. Some thought to put in this. There's always tweaking you can do to make things just a little better. Now that's not as long a wait time. I can't get him on the same row as everything. And I'm anticipating starship attacks too. And fighter attacks, which didn't happen this time. So I'm trying to anticipate a lot of potential problems. I'd like to switch these two actually. I think just for, you know, uniformity. Bed next to bed, the gas off on its own. I mean, it's not like these guys aren't off on their own too. Or better yet, put them together and put the warehouse up there. But you're getting the idea. I'm going to keep working on this, polishing the design. Give me some ideas for a tank. Something, if anybody out there has some ideas for a tank or they see something I've obviously missed, let me know what you think. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to quickly, before I forget, and if anybody's taking notes, oh, heaven help them if they're taking notes for me. The command center needs to be updated too. I did not know that. I don't normally leave it on the ship. So if I upgrade it, do I get more commands? Or is it just tougher? I can't remember. Actually, I think I get access to more commands. There's another sloppy miss on my part. So I got a lot of upgrades to do. I'm going to need those minerals to get everything up to speed here. AI. Target enemy shields above the anti. I've heard my buddy uses anti-aircraft room. I'm going to try that though. That'd be Captain Eric. He swears by it. Absolutely swears by it. But maybe that's because he's level 7. And the ship's level 6. And there is a slight nuancing to each level. It's an interesting idea. Anyway, what we're doing is we're trying an experiment out. And I'm going to keep building this thing up, and I'm going to level up these weapons and things to try to make it a more viable build. And we'll see if it's got some teeth, if it's got a future, especially when I grab those extra crewmen. Oh, I can't accept the Bonehead Award in person. I'll have to send somebody. I don't like to accept the Bonehead Award on my behalf. So, YouTube Bonehead of the Year Award. Anyway, we're going to fix that. Thank you very much for listening, everybody. Please come to our website, www.pocketcaptains.com, where I'm going to start posting some more actual AI we're using, some ideas we've tried and tips and tricks. While there is a Pixel Starship segment that's I did, we're also working on Master of Orion, and we're going to bring in some other favorite Starship type games that we like to play, strategy games. Thanks for the bucks. It's been a very good night that way. I think I got the $20 today altogether. If you like this broadcast, if you like what we're putting out here, please subscribe. I love doing this stuff, and I love your feedback, by the way. I'm getting smarter all the time just listening to you. So, and I know if anybody else is learning from me, they're learning from you. So please put something in there. We like the feedback. So subscribe, leave feedback, let us know what you think. And if you can't do that because you're really, really busy today and you don't have a lot of time, then there's only one thing you can do. Just try to have a little bit of fun today. Thank you very much, everybody, and have a great night. Bye-bye. Get more tips at pocketcaptains.com.